Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle, although this is far before the age of Pike and Shot. It's the Battle of Crecy. Someone wants to read this, you can pause and read it. I imagine most of us are pretty familiar with the background. So, we've got this giant army against a not so giant but well situated English army. The longbowmen are sort of a weird mix. Longbow, long range, 40%, longbow, 60%, swordsman, 50%, light spear, 50%, simulating the stakes. So, of course, we're not going to take the historical, totally brain-dead approach. Instead, we're going to play this at least somewhat intelligently. But there's no harm in getting the knights a little bit in front. We'll need to find a way to push through here. Some infantry support. The Rebos, raw, 25% swordsmen. Wonderful. We'll need a little bit of infantry to make sure he doesn't occupy Crecy itself. But in general, we could have a pretty cavalry-heavy left wing. And most of our infantry is just raw or below average, just utter garbage. We can try to slip some knights through the gap there. I don't think it's terribly likely. So with so many raw troops, we're going to have to stay out of bowshot until we can attack on both wings at the same time as we advance on the center. It looks like our best infantry are the Genoese contingent, split between crossbowmen and paviciers, which are average, somewhat armored, light spear swordsmen. Still not fantastic. In addition to the longbowmen, the English have the knightly retinues of heavy weapon, dismounted men-at-arms with a lot of armor, and some Welsh spearmen. And although these look like dragoons, they're classed as medium foot, so they can move rapidly, but they can't evade. Okay. Onward. Next turn. The bombards will really have no ability to inflict casualties, but they do cause an extra negative cohesion modifier. So combined with archery, they might cause a disruption. And we'll just keep shuffling our lights and medium foot off to the wings. And waiting in the center. And there we go. Next turn. Could attempt a cavalry charge in the center. There's no rough ground. Be worth a try. I'll have to redeploy to do so. There-ish, so maybe here to here line up 5 units of cavalry. Okay, let's start setting it up. Rough ground. Alright, shuffle inward to do that. And keep up the advance of the infantry. What a mess. What a mess. We'll need knights there, which we have. Just trying to push all of my medium foot over to the wings. Heavies aren't going to be that useful in the rough either, but at least the mediums will have a chance to push through. We'll keep a few in the center. Shift a couple of the heavies over. And let's see, cavalry can move through that lane there. And this lane, one more maybe push around the edge. Gendarmes. And good, we have that lane. They're open lanes. One here, do we have cavalry? No, but we will. And one here. Very good. Next turn. All right, then what? There's another lane to set up. And is that... Yep. Anything that can shoot should probably be at the front, even if the shooting isn't very impressive. Good. And that's another row we can charge. Alright, who have we not moved? Some knights, but that's mostly it. Okay. Next turn. Okay. What is her range? 6. Okay, so that's long bow shot there. Alright. Do we start yet? More missile troops. Alright. Next turn. Six, that's right. Okay. That's long bow shot. Good. Get the hell out of the way for the moment so we can get more crossbowmen forward. Same here. Okay. Every crossbow we can bring to bear has been brought forward. It's still not going to be very impressive firepower. Next turn. Oops. We're in bow shot, I guess. Well, that's what peasants are for, right? Okay, we'll start a little push over here instead of a lack of anything better to do. And we'll try to push towards Wadicourt as well. Unless I just want to attack along the whole line. That seems, I don't know, historically appropriate. Probably not the best reason to do things in game or in life. It might even make sense to attempt to just charge, so that when my men break, he pursues out of his positions. Next turn. Oh, lovely. Okay. How do we proceed? I guess we keep trudging towards the edge of the world. Peasants can absorb arrows for us. Yes, very impressive. It's out of the close bow shot at least. wheel about, draw this disrupted unit. It's open ground. Oof. It's long-range shooting, it seems. Crossbow range is 4. And we'll leave some gaps in the line behind so that our men can flee through them. An encouraging thought. Next turn. Might be able to take advantage of this coming out of the rough ground at this stretch. We'll see. Well, that could have been worse. Here, you, go absorb some arrows. No? No arrows to absorb, okay. Peasants. Nope, they have fire discipline, that's unfortunate. That means we're gonna have to do this sort of thing, which will be not that enjoyable. Rough ground, open ground, but there's skirmishers. Rough ground. Well, Rebos, why don't you... Nope. Might as well withdraw with a disrupted unit. Don't really know what to do, even though we can't really charge effectively into this rough ground. Our medium foot is just awful. Okay, what about this end of the field? Nope. Good. Draw fire with the trash. And get into charge range. Leave gaps for the routers. Is it worth shooting at the spearman, or should I just shoot at the longbowman? Think about that. Definitely want to get more cavalry in there. guess we'll want to shoot at them, even though it's a waste to shoot at unarmored troops with crossbows because we have no other way to push into the rough ground. Get into charge range, and again, leave gaps to fall back through. Lightfoot. Maybe by shooting at his longbowmen, it'll make him react by shooting back at the crossbowmen, which would be great because they're kind of useless. Okay. Next turn. That's fine. They're peasant scum. Yeah, I'm much more worried about the knights disrupting. Also, don't really care about the crossbowmen. Yeah, that is less to my liking. That could have been worse. Tempted to get here just to be irritating. Let's do it. Draw fire, please. Okay, what have we got in Crecy? Nothing, huh? That's fine. Let's get more knights around to the edge. Okay, how bad is this? It's awful, but what else are we going to do? We can only hope that we rally up. Alright, impact charge. Pulsed. Here. Just have to draw what fire we can. Draw. This is pretty horrendous. Damn. Crossbowmen really are not the best. Good. Now, I suppose we attempt to charge. Bounced. What about here? Plus 75 again, and bounced. Uh-huh. I guess these peasants are going to soak in some arrows for us. Yeah, so we're advancing all along the line, but honestly I'm at something of a loss. I'm not sure we have any opportunities for breakthrough anywhere. Maybe on this far left. Next turn. Could have been worse, but still a lot of disruptions. And a frag. Okay, well, let's do that for one thing. Anyone home? No, surprising. Okay. Oh, enclosure, not open. Want to get the peasants out of the way. So we can prepare to charge. Not open would strip our heavy lancers at their impact. Here we charge. Yeah, that went great. Well, if we're lucky, they'll pursue our fleeing troops. It's always good when you're saying that. Right, they're fragged. How's that impact? Terrible. How's this? Terrible. Okay, well, try for a charge here. Nope. I guess, how's this? Terrible. Everything's terrible. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I should be doing here, to be honest. Ugh. I mean, this is bad, but what else can I do? Not normally one for the uncreative headlong assault, but that's about what we've got. No disruption. Open ground. Reach them. That's something at least. What are these? Lightfoot. They held firm and fell back. Too bad. No dice. Try again. Nope. Here, absorb some arrows for us. I mean, we have numbers, but it really just doesn't do any good. As everything we have is completely unsuited for this kind of action. Maybe I should have been working on the man-at-arms the whole time? I don't know. I think trying to charge in directly at the enemy so that they pursue us in our flight is legitimately our only useful strategy here. Yeah, I'm at a complete loss. Guess that's what we're gonna do? Next turn. Johnson, I hate when my troops pursue after winning a melee. I want to keep my line. Know that feeling, but on the other hand, I do feel like it might be the only way for the French to inflict any damage in this scenario. Yeah, it's not starting well. Disruption. This pursuit might not matter if I'm already disrupted. Ugh. Ouch. Oh, this is absolutely hideous. Should bounce that. Yep. And just fall back. Yeah. Interesting. That'll go. Good. Heavy foot charging lancers are 0 BOA. In open terrain, of course. In this case, my lancers were disrupted already. So now we're down 9 to start with. Good. Okay, let's see if we can make any breaches in the line. Okay, we break one end of it, but we don't have much over there to follow up. What are these skirmishing longbowmen? Well, throw them in. How bad? Impact is terrible. Melee's okay. Ugh. Get behind. Rough ground. Open ground, unfortunately. Could do this, or we can try to push past and threaten flanks. That might be the way to go. Yeah, the spearman can take care of that. Push past. And do I want to try to finish working on this or start trying to roll the line? Maybe start trying to roll the line. Charge. And in again. This is just going to collapse horribly no matter what. So maybe I try to just get this unit sucked in more so they're distracted. Really wanting a disruption here. Nope, well, done wasting time. There we go. What does that do for us? Not very much. Threaten a flank. Why can't we do this? Not close enough because of the terrain. I see. Let's soak in the arrows then. Let's see what we got. Spearmen, longbowmen. Oh, lucky hit. We're gonna try to capitalize on that, assuming we don't all chain break. Here, break this zone of control lock so we can charge. Good. Ouch. Is there a light foot? Change our strategy and start shooting at the men-at-arms. Let's bounce again, I suppose. Ouch. It's a good hit. Do any good though. It's an enclosure, so our lancers won't do well there either. Just get in, distract them. How bad? It could be worse. Get out of the way. I don't believe this is an exposed flank, the enclosure, but if it is, I don't really care. This will bounce some charges out of a lack of anything better to do. peasants. Okay, that's the best I can do. Next turn. What does that do to us? Nothing. Nice. Oof. Held firm, fell back, too bad. Good. Cut my whites and then they'll ride down my peasants. Too bad. Should bounce that. Good. Fragged. You should bounce back. Ouch. More breaks. Which means more bad cohesion checks. Oof, fragged. Okay. Peasants didn't disrupt right away. That's surprising. Okay. Let's push forward against this light foot. Peasants can absorb the arrows, hopefully. Ribos can do what? Lock them in. Fragged. That cohesion drop. Then I suppose we will pile on with the crossbowmen. Bit of a traffic jam again. We got here heavy infantry spearmen. Force a break, maybe? No. How's that? Terrible. Do we have a choice? Not really. Bounced. Okay. crossbowmen. The next unit forward then. Charge into impact. I was hoping for a frag, but no. Longbowmen caught in the open. Charge. Zone these spearmen, but don't charge. We got, yeah, spearmen seems to cancel out a heavy lance. Alright, then what? Huh. Longbowmen in the open again, so charge. So we'll just bounce here. Fall back. Get these javelin men forward. Fall back. Shove off these lights. Then these peasant archers can get behind. Start inflicting some casualties. And charge. Ugh. Zone in these spears. Keep a few units in reserve. So what have we got? Oh yeah, that's not the best. Stay in reserve and try to hope for a breakthrough. Crossbowmen. Bounce. Give them some space. Charge what I disrupted. That'll at least cover the flank of this unit of men-at-arms. Nothing else. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Put some pressure on. Nothing for it. Just bounce off. Wait or even swing left. Try to intercept the king's retinue. Here he's turned to cover his flank, so instead we have two choices. We can either turn around, but I think I'd rather do that, or even that. Next turn. Ooh. Good. Damn it. What does that do for us? Nothing much. Should bounce that. Yep. They held firm. That's too bad. We need to make room. Break. Disrupting our knights. Good. Now we're even. Break. Good. It's unfortunate because now we're trapped. Okay. Lightfoot. Here, clear them out of the way. And that gives our men room to withdraw. Disruption. Good. Do I try for it, or do I wait to flank? Probably try for it, because we're going to get shot up otherwise. Good. Probably bounce that, huh? What choice do we have, really? Oh, that's right. So in Pike and shot and single Kujidai, swordsman doesn't do anything against a spearman, I think. Unless the spearmen are unsteady, is that right? Or is it the enclosure at work? Yeah, against spearmen. There we go. It's unfortunate. Alright, do we just try to withdraw that or just... I don't know. Let's do it. Good. Sort of. Yeah, there really is not anything we can do here. So we'll have to sit and wait and see what happens. Okay, rebows against longbowmen. Well, it's in you go then. Good. Shoot with our crossbows. He's turned the Black Prince's retinue around to face my men-at-arms here. And why can't I do that? Not priority charge target, that's what that is, right. But we are facing the right way with the crossbowmen, so we will do so. Good. And we'll take fire, but that's okay. Do I wait? Probably better just get in now. Good. Prepare to bounce them. Good. Shove them along so that our cavalry follows up. Good. And how is that? Acceptable, so prepare a flank attack here. And there. That's all we can do. Very messy. Next turn. Too bad. Break, good. Does it do anything? No. Good. We need to endure more archery, but not that much. A lot of his longbowmen are locked in melee. Oof. Ouch. We're up by 7, so a pretty narrow lead. Ugh. That could be good. Okay. Made some breaches. Get that flank in. Disrupt. Next turn we'll flank again. Flank again. Shoot. Get a break. What's that do? Oh. Okay, I guess we'll wait till next turn and then flank again. Prepare the flanks and work your way around. How is this terrible? Lightfoot. Turn. Give our men room to fall back. Wait to rally. What have we got here? See them off. Good. Turn. If we move here, yep, that's unfortunate, but then we can get a flank. Follow that up with the charge. Good. Wear them down. And threaten flanks. Fall back. Next turn, take cover in the rough. Okay. Not much else to do. So I guess the bottom fell out last turn. Oh yeah, 24-point lead. It's not very pretty, losing a third of the army, but good enough, I suppose. Good. Should win it in the next turn, I would think. There we go. Okay, so victory. I have to admit, I feel a little bit unsatisfied with this scenario overall. It seems like the only reason I was able to win it was because the English pursued out from their strong defensive position, which seems a bit ahistorical. I don't think that's how it went at all. And I'm also not totally satisfied with I don't know, the rough ground instead of the stakes. I know there is no stakes type terrain in Pike and Shot. Maybe substituting an enclosure or some kind of non-open terrain like that would have been better. Uh, it just felt weird that the French player really couldn't make any headway until some of their men started running away. It seems a bit counterintuitive. I'm eager to see how this battle gets portrayed in Fog 2 Medieval when we get there. I know that, that's some DLC or DLCs away, depending on whether they stick to the northwest or go east first, depending on if they choose to go by timeline or geographic area. But I'm interested in seeing how Fog 2 does it with its more vanilla unit types, less weird capabilities, and the field fortifications that that game will have. So this was interesting. Not my favorite. I'm not sure if I'll revisit it. The mirror match is ongoing and a complete bloodbath. So a good game, Tessam Johnson. Till next time.